What you will be working on this week in my absence is a reading project related to the book that you guys have chosen to read in lieu of reading counts. And so I've given you four different project ideas, and this is what you are to go off of. And so in Canvas, you can access these different projects. You should be able to access this Google document. And within them, you have these four different ideas and then a rubric for each one. Two of the rubrics say 100 points, but those will be divided down into 50 points. So every single one of these projects are technically worth 50 points. Those may actually be divided down further into 25 points. Okay, so what you're doing is, first of all, on Monday with the sub, your first task is to read the book, read your books, take a lot of time to just simply read, 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 read. And then you need to select one of these projects and just get an idea of what you're going to do and start working on it. You will obviously want to work on it a little bit outside of class, and you want to get some reading done outside of class as well. This is not a project that you want to work on some other random book that you read 5 years ago. It's the book that you're reading now. If you have any questions about what book you should be using, please email me. I can respond to your emails. Maybe not instantly, of course, but I should be able to get back to you within about 6 hours or so. On Tuesday, your next task, on Tuesday, you're going to want to continue reading your book. And then on Tuesday in Canvas, you should see a new assignment appear. And that assignment is going to require you to actually, it's not related whatsoever to this project, but it's going to require you to take your iPad and record yourself, whether it's on the screen or audio or a video, talking about the book. So you're going to have a conversation about the book. And then the assignment will give you more depth about what you're going to be touching on and what you're going to be discussing. And so you'll want to make sure to check that out. That will be due, and you'll need to upload that by the end of the class period on Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, of course, you'll have more time to read and to work on this project. And this project is going to be due by 3 p.m. on Thursday. So 3 p.m. on Thursday, this project is due. So before you freak out, obviously, though, if you really take a look at these projects, you'll see that these are not the kind of projects that take weeks and weeks and weeks to complete. They're the kind that require a little bit of creativity, obviously knowing something about the book, and putting in obviously effort. So creating a found poem, you would want to take a significant favorite paragraph from a page, a chapter of the book that you're reading, and then you would take the words from that paragraph and create it into a poem. Now, obviously, the poem wouldn't just be a random poem. It would be something that would be central to the importance of the book somehow. The memory box would be one where you would be you'd be creating it from the character's point of view. It would include tangible items within the box that would represent the character's memory, and you would want to also include 2 to 3 sentences explaining each item in the box. And you can see this sample right here. So you can see here the different sentences and then the tangible items within it. Okay. Fan fiction, so you can, if you like writing off of something that you're reading, so if you want to write a prequel, a sequel, a different ending, a book, rewrite a scene, create anything else, you can do that as well. That's obviously pretty open-ended. There's a sample that you can look at, and the rubric for all of these obviously are attached. And then a reading map is where you would plot the setting of a novel that you've read, that obviously you just have read, not one that you've read 5 years ago or 2 weeks ago or 5 months ago. It's one that you've just done. Okay, again, not last 9 weeks, one that you've just done this grading period. Okay, and you would want to make sure you'd have a brief explanation and an analysis of how that part of the setting is significant to the book as a whole. And so you can see this example right here. Okay. So again, not the most like beautiful um, perfection, but you can see that it kind of has the setting, and then there's some writing there, and then explanation. So obviously would want to see you guys put a little bit more effort and thought into that than that particular example. Um, but that's just kind of shows you what that would look like. So if setting kind of plays a big role, your setting changes a lot, then that might be a good one to select. Okay, so these projects, again, are yours for the choosing. You can choose whichever one you want out of the 4, and really number 3 has several different selections within it, and you'll want to choose that and get to working on that by Thursday. I am not expecting you to work on this every single day in class. In fact, I would prefer that you don't. I don't want you to sit there every day in class and work on this. I would rather you read for the majority of the period and work on this just a little bit, so that you're getting in a good amount of reading during class as well. So if you have any questions about what you are supposed to do, when it is due, or anything, please make sure you email me. Again, this is not due until the day I come back. It'll be due at the end of the period on Thursday, or excuse me, at 3 p.m. on Thursday. 3 p.m. on Thursday. Okay? Thank you.